465 banks have collapsed. There are runs on the banks. People are shooting each other in the streets. If you have a dog, save it, because you'll probably have to eat it to keep your family alive. Nah, I'm just kidding. So I know everybody's been freaking out because this bank in California shut down. Oh my God, it collapsed. Well, that 465 number that I just said, that was how many banks collapsed between the years 2008 and 2012. So during the Great Recession, 465 banks closed. And everybody on Twitter and YouTube and the news world are losing their mind about this stupid ass bank in California that shut down over the last day or two. Who cares? It doesn't affect you at all. And people are talking about, well, the stock market's going to go down. Really? Really? Do you think the average person out there struggling to pay rent or buy food or put gas in the car really gives a crap about the stock market? No, I don't care. You know, you'll say, well, Dave, what about your 401k? I'm 40, almost 9. I'll be 49 next month. So I don't plan on retiring anytime soon. So I don't really feel like I'll need the 401k. This is the same thing that happened back in 2008. The only people that are freaking out right now about this stupid bank collapse and about the stock market being down are people that are ready to retire. If you're not ready to retire, I promise you, it won't affect you at all. Your 401k may lose some money, but me, I've got 10, 15, 20 more years to work. So I think in 20 years, the stock market's probably going to go up a couple of times. It's probably going to go down a couple of times. So this is why all of this, it's just about clicks. When you see these gurus on YouTube or people on Twitter or on the news and they're saying, oh, it's the end of the world, this bank, Silicon Valley Bank closed down, oh my God. Who cares? Just go Google. 465 banks closed during the Great Recession. Between 2008 and 2015, over 500 banks in the United States have shut down. Banks shut down all the time. It sucks for the people that have more than $250,000 in the bank because it's it's unsecured money. It's the FDIC goes up to 250. That's why they tell you that you should never keep more than 250,000 in any one bank. You got to move your funds around. But if you got more than 250,000 and you leave it in one bank and the bank shuts down, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. So you're not going to have to eat your dogs. There's not going to be bank runs. It's the most ridiculous garbage I ever heard. Like, people see the stock market turn red and they just have a panic attack. It means nothing. It really means nothing in the scheme of things. You can go back and look at the 100 years, go all the way back to the Great Depression, and you look at the stock market. And sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. It's just a big game. It's a big game. It's gambling. And then people are all freaking out because of crypto. Well, I came up with a good analogy about crypto. I'm sure I'm a kid of the 80s. So back in the 80s, there was this place called Showbiz. It ended up becoming Chuck E. Cheese. But back when I was a kid, it was called Showbiz. So when you would go to Showbiz, you would take your dollar bills and you would put them into the little machine and it would pop out 4 Showbiz tokens. And while you were at Showbiz, you'd be playing all the video games and you'd be putting your Showbiz tokens in. And then when you left, if you had a couple of tokens left over, your mom would always tell you, we'll save them for next time when we come back. Because out in the real world, those Showbiz tokens aren't worth a dime. That's the same thing about crypto. In the crypto world, if you're buying NFTs or you're buying stupid crap like that, then crypto has value. But out here in the real world, crypto won't buy you anything. It won't buy you a hamburger. It won't put gas in your car. It does nothing. It does nothing. So Showbiz tokens work inside Showbiz just like cryptocurrency works inside the crypto universe. So there you go on that. And then the other thing I hear everybody talking about is, oh, well, the bank's collapsing, you need to get gold. Well, I just wanted to Google gold. And I just did it just in the last year alone. In the last year, gold is down 4.65%. And even though I don't agree with everything that Dave Ramsey says, Dave Ramsey will tell you to your face that gold and silver are the worst investments. So let's pretend that the world, all the banks collapse tomorrow. So number one, nobody's going to go to work. If you ain't going to get paid and everything collapsed, who's going to go to work? There's not going to be anybody at Walmart. There's not going to be anybody at H-E-B. There's not going to be anybody at 7-Eleven. So you got your gold bar and you want to go down and buy some hamburger meat. You think Walmart's going to be open? No. You think H-E-B's going to be open? No. And let's say it was. What are you going to do? Hey, I got this big gold bar. I want to get that hamburger. The guy's going to look at you. Most of the people, millennials, they ain't even seen gold except in a rapper's teeth. And they're going to look at you like you're crazy. So what are you going to do? Shave off a couple of flakes? No. Gold is so stupid. There's two metals that you need to own in case of a collapse. Lead and brass. Because that's how you make bullets. Because the only two metals that will matter in a complete collapse is lead and brass. Because I don't give a shit how much gold you got. If I need your gold and I got a gun, I'm taking your goddamn gold. But I don't want your stupid gold. I want your water. I want your food. I want your gasoline. So all the people out there on Twitter and YouTube that are having panic attacks saying it's the end of the world. Like, does people, like, I guess maybe because I'm old and a lot of the younger kids were really too young to remember the Great Recession. You know, a lot of those gurus right now on YouTube are in their early 20s and they think they know everything, but they don't remember the recession. I remember the recession. I remember at the time, the bank that my dad had his house at shut down. IndyMac Bank shut down. Did my dad lose his house? No. It just transferred to another mortgage bank, and that was the end of it. You know, this one bank closes down, the stock market's red, and everybody starts freaking out like it's the end of the world. Well, just Google 2008 to 2012, 465 banks, and we're all still alive. So everybody out there in internet land, don't believe everything you read and hear on YouTube, Twitter, any of them. Don't even believe me. Google for yourself. Read about it. Educate yourself. Quit being idiots, please.